It's just down and to your left.
And you tap with your right.
Look over to the side.
Where you can join and subscribe. It's Crypto IRA. The really drives you out. Let's hit the like button now.
Christmas is coming. Start sending your letters off to Santa. Christmas is coming, yeah. Better be nice if you want your present. Tell all your brothers, sisters, mama and papa too. Christmas is coming, yeah. Staying up late looking out the window, yeah. Christmas is coming, yeah. Spotting some sleigh rides and some jingle bells. Tell all your brothers, sisters, mama and papa too. Christmas is coming, roasting some chestnuts on the fire, yeah. Christmas is coming, yeah. Celebration and surprises. Tell all your brothers, sisters, mama and papa too. Ooh, yeah. Tell all your brothers, sisters, and mama and papa too.
Was that cowbell? That's cowbell.
We have cowbell.
Racks in my sack, hurt my back, yeah. They said, say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, hurt my back, yeah. Frozen, neck is frozen. Catch me rolling, I'm the chosen. Snow is falling, Elfie's calling. Check my list twice, most of y'all done. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get started, shall we? Sean, would you please hit the button? Sean? Dang it, Sean! Sean? Is he breathing? Put a mirror to his nose. I hear that sometimes you can tell if they are alive.
No, I can't forget about the one with the red nose. When I fly high, my sleigh still stay 10 toes. Bring the beat, bring the trees, bring the
His mouth is open. Maybe we should spit in it. Oh God! Hey, I'm awake. Oh, good Lord! Let me hit the dang button. Works every time. Just waiting on you, Sean.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
You're watching Late Night with Road Dogg Crypto. I'm just some dude. Looks like Santa Claus. Looking for a little ho-ho action. Ho-ho-ho! Right behind you, right behind me, you will see a version of the Tangem wallet. They got several little versions, limited supply versions over there. They've also got a real good sale. Now, normally I would spiff my discount code DAWG, which will always save you 10% off. But just to let you on the low, they got their own little thing going on right now. Black Friday, and I think it is going on. Gee, not. When are you ending? It should be ending soon. 15% off Black Friday 15. That'll save you 15% off of a Tangem wallet. Anything that they sell here, 3-card set, 2-card set, Tangem ring set. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that myself. Just had to throw that out there. If we look over to the crypto bubbles on the day for the top 100, it's a mixed bag, mostly a little bit more red, if you notice, than green. Look at Casp. Oh, golly, Caspa, what's up with you? Excuse me just a moment. Caspa, we gotta have a talk. We gotta have a come to Jesus moment or something, Caspa. Did you? Oh, look at you. We'll have to take a look at Caspa. Daddy may have to take a move on Caspa. Sitting at 14 cents right there. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Let me say hello to ya. From there, we'll quickly go over and check out the latest altcoin news from Layer GG. Then we'll come back and start diving into these charts, figure out what's going on to the market. Got an explanation for what we were looking at here. Let's do that very quickly. Sean? Can you find the chat box? Well, honestly, I have trouble finding any box, to be honest with you. And then there's parts of that box that I haven't figured out yet. Thank you for oversharing, Sean. Yeah, that's what she said too, Road Dogg. We got Duality Crypto hanging out with us. How's it going, my man? Bullish on Parade. I see you there. Patriot Canham. Sokatano, Trey Spot, Day P. Ave Medina, how's it going, my man? Hope the day will bless you. Warthog Thunderbolt, we got Sin. Well, that just sounds sinful. Well, 'tis what it is. Sub, what's up? And we got Strega. What's up, Strega? My OG. XX Sparkle, Super Sparkle Sprinkle 69. I'm in love with you. Oh, I think you're kind of awesome yourself. Love pick. I love eating lettuce. I like tacos. I'm kind of hanging out with Strega on that, but lettuce goes good with tacos. Talk to a road dog. Talk to Casp. Might have to talk to Caspa. Sleigh bells are ringing. All right, guys. Let's get to Sean. Can you take us to the news? Well, that's part of the equation right there. Well, in the last 12 hours in crypto, MicroStrategy purchased an additional Michael Saylor, my man, the boss of crypto, purchased an additional 15,350 Bitcoin. Well, that just brings the turkey out in me. That's about $1.5 billion at the average price of 100,386 Bitcoin. He looked at it and says, well, that looks like a good price. I think 100,000 because it's the greatest asset in the history of mankind. FTX announced that it will begin repaying customers early in January 2025 under a court-approved restructuring plan, and it will work with BitGo and Kraken to distribute assets. And my gosh, I just still see an appeal case coming for SBF about this being, there wasn't really fraud, it was just a mix-up, stupid management and stuff. And besides, you can see everybody got I just see their money back. I can just see an argument coming up. Maybe it's just maybe just a Lifetime movie. Or both. Have they already done Lifetime movies on the love betwixt Sam and what was her name? Yeah, her. The sexy nymph girl. Pingu Cat. Binance will list cat. Looks like scat with the dollar sign in front of it. I just had to say that because I'm just being a turkey scat. It's cat. Little D10. And Pingu on December 17th at 9 a.m. UTC time and 2 p.m. UTC respectively. Pingu claims are available starting at 1 p.m. UTC time. Google it to convert it, baby, because I ain't about to do it for you. Binance announced that the usual, that's a token, pre-market will close on December 17th at 9 a.m. UTC. And the usual spot market will open at 11 a.m. UTC time. Is that something that usually happens? EtherFi Foundation published a proposal to utilize 5% of the protocol's revenue to buy back ETHFi every month and distribute it to the ETHFi stakers. Well, how kind of you, sir, kind sir. Grayscale has introduced new crypto funds for Zen, accessible to accredited investors. Well, not putting any barriers up for anybody, are you? I mean, gosh. Monad announced the creation of the Monad Foundation. Athena Labs launched USD Small TB, a stablecoin backed by BlackRock's Middle Fund. Athena's risk committee approved a proposal for USD little b, little t, little b to be able to serve as a backing asset for the USD little e in periods of negative funding. All right, for the love of God, you crypto nerds have got to figure out how to get all this stuff because these acronyms are too crazy. They're too crazy. I'm just ranting. Avalanche announced that the Avalanche 9000 is now live on the mainnet. And Ripple has launched RLUSD. For the love of... Didn't we just have this conversation? a stablecoin that was delayed due to approval issues. RLUSD is available on global exchanges starting December 17th. Bounce tweeted that its own perps exchange, Bounce X, is launching soon before ticker auction could be affected there. And there's a pudgy penguin, I guess. So I'm going to like this, retweet this. Like that, retweet it. And we'll get back and get into the chart. Excuse me for just a little moment. That's not it, Sean. That's not it either, Sean. Can we get back, Sean? We got lost. Oh my gosh.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
He thinks he's the invisible man. Ladies and gentlemen, if I may draw your attention over here to Bitcoin on this chart that we looked at last night. If you notice, we were somewhere in the neighborhood of here last night as we're pumping up and then pumping down because it's a pump and dump. We're just pumping and dumping every chance we get with Bitcoin. Bear with me over here if you will look at me targets. As I said, if the Bitcoin comes down, this is the areas I would be looking for. She nailed not just one target, but she nailed both of those targets. You naughty little minx, knocked them both out in one go, did you? Quite the little threesome going on right there. We did a little head and shoulders, naughty, inverted little dingle dangle. You know it was getting good. They just have a graphical evidence right there. What happened that night? Oh my, what the stories that they might be telling over here. We see that we came down and it was long enough to touch bottom right there before lifting up this right testicle and before we started flipping the script and things started bouncing up to the upside. As we came up to the upside, we hit the cervix up here at $107,471. And then it went on because you suck, road dog. And then she came back and got rejected from that area as it should do, you little twerp. Little picky. Are you? Did you not make your money on that one? Given the possibilities of 3.7, maybe even 4% on spot, multiply that by a very conservative or rather barely go with 10x and you could have been making maybe 37% gains on that move. You little 100xers, I know you little suckers out there are just thinking you own the whole roost, don't you? Party tonight, get the strippers. What? Watch your mouth. What? Dang it, Sean. All right, so we came up here and touched that little baby, just kind of tapped, and then we were gone. A tap and run right there is what happened. You should be ashamed of yourself. Your mama should have raised you better than tap and run. We came back down and now we're doing like this little roundy thing going on here. You feel me? Kind of getting some roundiness going on. Looks kind of nice. Just saying, kind of roundy. Those are the ones that pay the bills, as is often said. Since we, right. Oh, I've already went through the proclivities of doing me nailed it and posting over to our Telegram group, quite really right over here. And there's just a look, it's already nailed it over there. We don't have to do that. Yay! Save a step. Well, I don't see Joe, but here is Joe Trade Intuition. If you're not watching them, why not? Check him out. If you're new to the market, intermediate to this market, just need another little guide, a little mentor. He is a free mentor over here on YouTube. I can vouch for him because I'm familiar with his work. He was a mentor in a group I was in one time. Okay, so we got a dingle dangle, and that dangle has got an angle. And is it too far up? It's got some resistance that we'll be heading into. How do you get that? Well, if you connect the tip, it's just the tip right here. Oh, snap. You lost that one, didn't you? Where'd he go? Let's clean the charts up. If we get over here and we just, oh, that's too big. That's what she said. Shut up, Sean. Have some candor. It's a late night show, but don't get crazy. That's what she said. Also, I tried to mix it up a little bit, Sean. No, don't get too predictable there. That's what she said too. Right before she left, out the door, I'm guessing. Oh my God, it's like you're psychic. Okay, so look at this line. That's going to be some resistance. Okay, I'm cool with that. What I'm really touching at though is this guy right here. The angles to the dangles right here. Got touches upon touches there. I like that. I read that as being a bigger sign of a channel. I think I would actually go with that idea to kind of get our little target area here. Pointing us up in this juicy area. We just want to kind of eyeball it around 107,350. Coming right back up to these areas, I believe, to retest our Fibonacci line, because that's what it is. And I like that we're going up there. I like that we're doing this. Could it be making a cup and handle on the 6 minute? I would just zoom out and look at the bigger thing if it were me. We are on the small time frame, but this is kind of what we're tracking it, because Bitcoin's just basically up and sideways a lot. That is kind of cool though. I like that. We could get some motion in the ocean out of this one right here. That's a nice. That's a nice shape if I've ever seen one. Look at what we got. Anything? Got anything? Oh, I thought we had a bite. Maybe, kind of, sort of. If you hold your mouth right, turn your head sideways, there might be something there for a bigger channel idea. And that's getting us up to this guy. That would be my next target right here at 108. So I'm going to take this, or nailed it. And this is my next target I'm looking for. Don't know that we will definitely. Well, I think we're actually headed to an up only stage in the not too distant future, with especially with Bitcoin. But this is how my TA kind of works, is to find these areas, to find the good low areas, and to try to find the good high areas that get rejected, and then try to capitalize on all the good medianness in between, which that's what I try to do. You don't have to do it. You can buy flags. There are a bunch of flag chaser teachers out there that will just happily give you flags to the upside. Look, this flag to the upside. Oh, surely this is a flag to the upside. Sure. Flags, there's nothing wrong with them. Just zoom out. You got to zoom out and see what else is going on. You can't be chasing these small time frames. These small time frames will get you wrecked. They're too noisy. You can't see the brick wall that you're about to head into, because you're looking at the sidewalk. You're looking at the ant on the pavement. Let's take a look at a few things that are kind of popping right now. I've got a new coin I'm going to look at. I don't know anything about it. But it's a layer one, so I want to find out something about it. I see it popping up. I think it's too high to buy right now, but it's something new. Before we get into that, I want to take a look at UX Link. I'm not familiar with this one either, but she's had a really good day today. And let's see, the guy on Binance, who at Mexi, they would probably have it. Okay, I'm trying to find the most data on that chart. Let's zoom out to a daily. We didn't go over indices or any of that cool stuff. Yeah, we got to do that. This one's clearly not the place to buy, but she can come back down in these areas somewhere around 70 cents. Might be something to look at. I'm kind of finding this a little interesting. Don't know anything about it. Looks like you had a channel idea that. Also finding resistance at the top of candle closed there. She wicked up there, kind of nice. Will she break out of it this time? She might try, but again, I would be looking for her to come back down. Just a new one that's popping off, and nice strong move. I like this on the 4-hour chart. one to look for, we'll maybe look into and see what it is. Hell, we might do a deeper dive into that one too. The one that I was going to look at is called Vanna. Okay, Mixie's got it. And this is what kind of day it's had. And looks like it's been around. Have you been around for, it's been around for a while, since March, right? And nothing until now, and it went up as high as $35. It's sitting at 23, but it was hanging. What? Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my gosh. Before it popped up there today, it was sitting like just a few pennies. Just a few pennies. That's insane. And it had been there for a long time. You're talking about millionaires being made. Oh my gosh. Oh, if you're in that one special right coin and don't screw it up, you can find yourself just up like crazy. 152,000% on this one. That's a 1500x, right? That's crazy. I definitely would not be buying this here top. My good man, I definitely would not. She's already lost some from 35 down to 23. I can see her coming back. She's going to have to talk to the 200. She's going to have to. Might have to talk to the 800 too. But definitely on a small time frame here, she's going to have to talk to that 200. Gotta do it at some point. Either come down to meet it, or they'll meet in the middle, meeting something. Something's going to happen there. What are you, Vanna? Let's take a look. Let's go over to virtual. That's not Virtual's protocol, which is at 289 right now. Vanna. It's at number 210. It's got a market cap of 711 million. Still, this is the first day I've ever even heard of it. Here's something that says it's been launched on Binance, so I guess that happened. New project Vanna actively attracts attention of traders. Fully diluted market cap is 2.83 billion. Total supply is 112. Let me check, make sure my microphone's on. 112 million. Maximum supply is 120 million. That's why our number's popping up. So all-time high was today, but it's on several exchanges there. Interesting. What are you? What do you do? First open protocol for AI data sovereignty. Vanna mainnet goes live with Vanna powered as a new asset class global AI economy. Vanna is an EVM compatible layer 1 blockchain network that enables users to transform personal data into financial assets by aggregating private data sets for AI model training. This approach allows individuals to tokenize and monetize their data through data centralized autonomous organizations, data DAOs, granting them ownership and control over their digital footprints. Okay. Key features include data liquidity protocols, DLPs. There's another acronym for us to shove into our little, tiny little turkey brains. Please, for the love of God. You got proof of contribution to ensure data quality and integrity, blah, 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 a lot of stuff. I don't know anything about the technology of this stuff. It looks kind of cool, though. The crazy price, though. Price action there. If you're looking for getting into this one, in my honest, humble opinion, we're gonna watch her here, but I would expect her at least come down here in the 13, at least, maybe even 7. A lot of people be taking profits. There's a lot of profit to be taken if you've been collecting that sucker sub $1 and it went up to 36 and hanging around here. I'm sure a lot of people would not mind and still seeing all those gains, even if they're a fraction of what they had at the possibility of nailing at the top there. You can watch for a pump here as it tries to reclaim these areas. That might be something, but I'm not seeing that. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh crap. Well, we're on the 15-minute time frame. Don't get too crazy. Let's go to a bigger time frame like the 1 hour. See, we're holding on the 21 moving average there. The MACD on the 1 hour's just now crossed. You need to come down, chill out for a while. It's too much. But remember, it's a low. There's a low number of them, right? So that's going to be the biggest thing to consider when you're looking at this one. There's only 112 million. So the $23. This one might have the possibility of getting up, another 10x from here fairly easily. But just not right now. I don't think. She needs to pull back. I would rather try to get it in these areas. Let's go check out you people. You people? What do you mean by you people? You cool kids. All the cool kids. Bullish on Prey says, I'm just a dude playing a dude who's playing another dude. Welcome to my world. I feel ya. I'm crying for the algorithm. Oh my god. I hear it helps. We got to talk to Caspa and Dave P. You're right. Thank you for keeping me on track here. Caspa, what are you doing, baby? What's up with you? Dang, look at you. I have 14.5 and you went down below me. You did us dirty, Caspa. What's up? I'm going to have to zoom out and see what's really going on here. That was nice up there. So looking at the possibility of this megaphone pattern, right? We're testing the bottoms of it. We're at a 360 moving average here on the 4 hour. Haven't quite tapped her yet. That's hanging what, at 14.2 something? Looks like we're going to play with these guys. Let's see what we got. These three moving averages here, this 800, 600, and 360, they are not in the right order. Now they're trying to slowly cross, and I think they can. We need to get a bounce off of this guy. Speaking of which, well, you went down further than I expected you to, guys, but at least on my actual execution here. I think I'm gonna have to take advantage of that. Excuse me while I gravitate some funds over here. It's the beauty of spot margin. I can move things around. Go take care of a few little deals to up that position. I'm doing it now because I will forget and not do it later, and it's at a really good price right now for me to do something. Just a moment, please. Just a moment. Get your coin request ready. If you got your coin request, get your coin request ready. Put them out now. We'll put the marker out. Get your coin request. Well, I miss some Caspa. Caspa, where did you go? That's the only thing. This thing moves around a lot on this application on my phone. Baby, get you some. Get you some now. Yeah. All right, we took care of that little guy right there. Caspa, what are you up to, girl? What are you doing? I want to zoom out, Caspa. I want to take a... Oh, hey. What are you doing over here? What's up with this big thing coming down? What's that? You've got an Adam's apple too? You got any more surprises for me? I wasn't expecting that. That wasn't part of the program here. Not for one of these to be coming down all big and... No! It looks like it gets bigger. This is not what we were talking about, Caspa. Not what we... I'm sorry. Let's just not... No. Don't do it, Caspa. She was looking promising, right? She was looking promising about the 200 moving average and all of that, but now we've lost the 200 and 9's crossing the 21. We're trying to hold this 50 is what we're trying to hold, and we can bounce off of here. We need to bounce, but it's saying, hey man, this trend line just might be a crappy trend line. I'm taking her off. Don't do it, road dog. I think we might need to take a... No. We just had to zoom out. That's all it is. Just had to... let's go to the 3-day. This guy, this trend line right here. This guy. I'm gonna tighten him up on this 3-day. Was that a trade setup? Well, that would have been stopped out. Tighten up this this trend line here on this 3-day. I'd like to go to the candle bodies over here, and it's cutting through some here. We're looking at this being a bear trap, and off the 21.3, you know, this moving average. It all looks good. It all looks good, but now she's coming back. Is she going to test this trend line down here? Look like she might. Look like she might do it. We could go into 13 cents area again, maybe. I am going to take these guys to clear my chart. We hit our targets on Caspa, but now she's doing something funny. So you need to respect this trend line. Bounce off of it and then go along your merry bullish way, Caspa. That's our 618 Fibonacci. Let's look for that. That's at 13.5 cents right there. Let's move it down just a little bit. Draw a line right there. That's a great place for it to bounce. We need that. We need that right there. That would be perfecto. Perfecto. That could get Caspa technically right up here to our 23-24 cent area. We've been waiting so long for. What the hell is this now? Oh, this is like crazy measured move to the upside. Ooh, did that happen? Nope. Nope. Did the typical, just the conservative channel measure move happen? Not quite. Not if you measure it the way I do. If you want to go like this, though, well, you might have had something right on it. Just throwing out some ideas for you. It's not how I do it, but I used to do it that way. Now, that is the width of the channel, not taking into consideration the angles, but a lot of times I just take it from the tops to the downses. Neither one is wrong, technically, in my opinion. 13.6 cents are you coming for Caspa? Caspa, you trying to play us. Trying to play us. Trying to play us. I like it, though. I think you got a possibility to come up. How about this leash coin? Ruff, ruff. Where are you, leash? Wait, can I get you on the regular exchange? Oh, here you're on COINEX. Leash, the Dogecoin killer. Well, that never happened up here. Oh my gosh, I haven't looked at this since the beginning of the year where she's coming down. Hopefully she'll break to the upside. Well, that did not happen, ladies and gentlemen, because you suck, Road Dog, you suck. I fucked. She came down and did a nice rounding shape here. She's got a little butt crack going on there. I like that. We'll be coming up here to probably 434 to test that. Let's see if we can go with that little guy. Since we got a bottom and we didn't have one back then whenever I looked at this, and well, let's just tune this in. Yeah, I like it. That's our accumulation zone there, or discount zone, if you will, that we're still in at 361. And 522 is starting to look like a much more juicy target for this little guy. Oh, leash, when she gets out of accumulation zone. And then it starts heading to 610 and 697. Leash! Starting to move. Starting to see the money flow start to get up to the upside. Starting to get to the zero line. When she gets to the zero line, it'll flip green. When it flips green, it's like, it's full on Monty. Wow, let it swing, baby. Oh my gosh. You'll have candles just a flipping and a flopping and all that. Let's take a look at Shiro. I do not know what Shiro is, but that was in the request there. It looks like a hockey stick on the 3-day chart. Let's go to the 4-hour. Still looks like a hockey stick until I double click it, and then it doesn't look as hockey stickish until I zoom out, and then she looks like another little hockey stick with fuzzy hair. Huh, well, she's got nowhere else, hopefully, but to go up, because if she goes down again, that would just be very, very depressing. This would have to be a walk of faith, my man. A walk of faith. But I will give you a warning here on the 4 hour that the money flow just did a big turnaround. So you might be going for another big downside. I don't know. I can't swear to it. Stochastics is kind of interesting. She might level off. I would. You either bring out your cojones and you say, I'm going in. Boom. Balls to the wall. And I gotta commend you. You know, it may pay off, it may not pay off. If it does pay off, if it does, $100 here. Coming up here goes 15,000%. It's a little scratch off. Why not? Scratch off. I can't see me. Do I need to up my chair? Up my chair. So I would treat this as a scratch off, which might have an interesting reward there. Just to get back up and touch these areas could pay handsomely. And if it goes to 0, well, you know, it was just a scratch off, right? Just a scratch off. Let me come to the chat and see what you guys are talking about. Carolyn, that was it. Carolyn, between Sam and Carolyn. Or Caroline. Pengu, anybody holding it from the Pudgy Penguins NFT crew? Ask Avi. Oh, crap. Dropped my pen. AVAX didn't budge on that news. No, AVAX is kind of, well, she's about, it's 50 something dollars though, right? Better than being the 30s or 20s where it was for the longest. It's a slow mover. It has been a slow mover. Haven't decided exactly when I'm going to exit my avalanche positions quite yet. You can't make this up. Trendline weekly top December 2017 to November 2021, top 69,000. Get through to now. My camera off. Sean? Does Turkey 420 or nah? Not nah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is that my wife making, is that my wife on here playing with my head? It's the golden turkey skin. I understand. I mean, not trying to be vain or anything, but lots of people want to eat me. Really, they just want to sink their teeth into me. It's the skin and the juicy insides. And yeah, I have that effect on some people. I know. I try not to let it go to my head. I try to keep some of it in the legs because, you know, you don't want them to get too dry or anything. You gotta moisturize these legs because they will go dry. Nothing, you know, a dry turkey leg. Ugh. This is, no. But, ooh. Thank you for noticing. The wife needs to appreciate her turkey a little bit more, I think. Just saying. Sometimes she wants to chase me around with that knife, and I just can't get into it. I'm sorry. I just can't get into that. Why has there got to be knives and forks involved? For real. It went from feathers. Yeah, it starts off simple, feathers. That's cool. But then they start bringing out all the shiny stuff and with no. Stop. C. Longacre says, "Hey, we got board PC guy. How's it going, my man? I'm trying to say hi to people, but I'm skipping. Not trying to skip Cryptotropics. How's it going? Debbie on Mexi team is badass from what I saw. Thoughts, Sir Turkey. I thought we looked on that the other night. Did we not? DE BBE. Debbie. Oh, look at that. The pick says, I just went 100x on what? 100x on Vanna. Oh my gosh. Debbie, his consistent everyday project looks good, but this kind of, I would look at it. I got it on my list right here. Ever checked out Nodal? I might have looked at it a time or two and totally forgot about it. 5 Point is giving me depression. It will get better, but she's a slow mover. It's a slow mover. NODL. That one really rings a bell. I'm pretty sure I looked at that one. Is this something that's like supposed to make opening nodes easy or something like that, if I remember right? Had to drop in and drop a like. Well, thank you very much, Jason. Appreciate it. Bugpick says, I found an AI coin called Parallel AI. Do you see it doing similar move like Node AI or similar supply market cap? Parallel AI. See what we can learn about it. Sleepy boy, that sounds like me. I'd eat you. See, the truth's coming out. I know. It's all right. Be honest. No. Finger licking good. It's all in the marinade. Yeah, it's all in that marinade. What's going to happen to my coins in KuCoin after December 17, 2024? Wasn't able to verify, identify. See, I already got booted off of KuCoin. I had to do that. You get to do the migration, which is okay. You just gotta move your coins off. You're not able to trade anymore. So you need to get all the however things. Make plans if you got ERC20 tokens, because that will be expensive to move off. You might want to get them on a different, work on getting that stuff off and consolidating things down. You may have to sell out of things. There may not be an easy exchange for you to sell some of those coins. That's why you need some lots of different exchanges. I always hate to see it when you have, there's always seems to be a point. I've never been through any cycle where I haven't had to move things off in exchange. And it usually bites me in the ass, and it did with KuCoin too, because that costs, I have to sell out things at a loss to move it over, and took a big hit. Thank you so much. So, but you'll find in these cycles, man, these 4-year cycles, man, you'll take so many hits. And as long as you're just trying to manage that risk and trying not to do anything too stupid, you can recover very, very well. That just makes you think, well, if I'd done it right, where would I be? Well, don't do that. You might get depressed, but you can recover and you can still make that life-changing money. No knives, only teeth. A nibbler, eh? A nibbler. Medina says, FET to Bitcoin. Okay. FET, BTC. Let's see, we did zero. Let's take a look at the Dev. DE. BBE. Mexi's got that one. Let's see what we had. Oh, look at you. You did not touch our target. You did not. What's with is fib, right? Let me zoom out. Zoom to the out. Well, you're good. And you look a-okay. I don't think I mispulled it. If I tighten it up, it just raises it higher. I still go by my fibs. My personal opinion, she might be coming down to retest this one fib area down here, 69. So around the 70-cent area, she was doing the parabolic move. Nice. What happened there? Oh, it was just a line. We'll put it back. Let's go to a smaller time frame. Okay, we're looking at trend lines, and I don't know what that was. Maybe that was a measured move or something. It's got really no place in there that I can see. Oh, maybe it was a secondary angle. That's probably what it was. Secondary, or well, this angle right here seems to be what we're retesting. Take it to the candle body areas there. It seems to be about right on it. Oh, we messed that up again. Hit that back button. Yeah, that seems like, we got it marked as a blue line. That's usually a measured move line. We got a 50 moving average. We're here on the 4-hour time frame. It looks like I would be looking for a bounce here and for it to come back in and start going up. If we lose this, that's when I'd start thinking, maybe look a little lower, but it should be coming into the cloud and maybe taking a little bit more a deeper correction. But I think it's got a really good chance for this to hold and us to keep going on. We never did get into our indices and why our altcoins are feeling the pain right now, because we saw the altcoins. I got off my track, I guess. Let's do that really quick. Yeah, you see what's going on here with total 3? It looked like we were holding this trend line and things would look good and we were going to head up. Well, we got to change our tune about that. She's flirting with breaking that trend line. And why is because Bitcoin dominance right here behind Santa's head over here is starting to reclaim some areas. So if we back off the dev chart here, I look for a possibility for it to hold support here. And if it holds there, I'll be looking at that 103 area to hit. If she loses this, then there's going to be some down and sideways for a while. But not just for this, but probably some more altcoins. Let's look at our indices real quick. I want to take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Zooming out on the daily here. See, my take has been I haven't really trusted this rejection here because the moving averages I've got are saying I'm strong. I'm stronger than you're giving me credit for. And I think we could and I've been saying this the whole time. I think we can come back up and recover this area and then keep continuing on to your higher targets around 66 or 80, 74. Looks like my 66 disappeared. So I'm looking for that possibility, but we could also just get rejected here again and just make now that would bring on full-fledged altcoin, a nice big mini altcoin season, a nice run on altcoin. That would be awesome for altcoins for that to happen, but I'm just seeing signs that it may not, and I'm really not expecting it to. I'm leaning more for it to recover this than to actually do what it technically should. But we'll see. So, but as this gains and Bitcoin, this is Bitcoin cycle, by the way, gains more and more popularity, regains market share, the altcoins will suffer. In comparison to Bitcoin, now they will still have their ups and downs. They will just have to fight it harder. But when the money is coming out of Bitcoins and going into altcoins, when we get these kind of declines, that's when that stuff just goes money printer on for altcoins and number go up, man. That's what we want. Well, you experienced it right over here when all your altcoins went crazy. You're like, holy crap, this stuff does work. All right, now we can get back in. Let's take a look at what's it? Nodal, NODL. Kraken's got it. Mexic's got it. Let me take a look at Mexi. I probably got something over here. Nice. I like what I'm seeing here. Gigantic double bottom, man. It's like the biggest butt ever, dude. You might get lost in all that booty. Whoa. I don't know what to do with it. Now, this one I gotta warn you, she can come down for what they call a type 2 retest for what the little harmonic pattern thingy thing it's got going on here. This may be one, maybe this is it could, but I've seen sometimes they come back down to these areas, so keep that in mind. You still might be looking at touching these 0.0025 areas. The absolute bottom may not be in, so we want to identify this little zone here between our 618, and that's also where our 200 moving average is coming in, and our 786 Fibonacci, and also our 100 moving average, which is beneath the 200, making it just a slight little bearish tint to it. We can overcome it, but it may take a few minutes. That's all I'm saying. Bigger moving averages are looking good. 800 just started showing up on the daily time frame here. We could come back down here. No guarantees if we will or not, but a lot of times it does seem to happen. And if altcoins are going to take a hit right now and come down, then it might. Good thing is that eventually it'll be coming right back up to these areas at 1.2 cents. 0.0122 area to retest that, and even higher. And that is quite the come up from even where we are right now. That would be 230% from the very price that we are now. But if we come down to these buy areas and could get a more patient entry or addition to our current bags, that part of it would be, you know, almost 400% gains. Yeah, that little bit makes a big difference down here in these bottoms. So any chances to get it lower down in these areas, I'd say would be a good choice. Take a look at Fetch against Bitcoin. Binance has got that one. Just had to get that out of my system. What I see here on the daily chart is that we're ping-ponging around some of these bigger moving averages. And I used the 800, the 666, and the 360. Boom. Zoom her in here, and the relationship of all three of these tell me that we're still in a strong move. We just playing around at the bottom. And this area around here at the 800, she can definitely wick below it and go below it again, but this area should start holding. So these areas should be nice. She did make a lower low area on this swing, so we're still in a negative trend, at least what we can see here. Lower highs and lower lows, but starting. This is telling us we about the end. We about at the end of that. That should be a stopping pretty gosh darn soon if it hasn't already. And this would be, if you're reading this one from this high to the low, it's just a retest of our accumulation or discount zone. We broke out of it, come back and retested, and that's perfect. An 800 moving average being there, perfect. In the middle of a red Ichimoku cloud means we're more likely to bounce up to the upside through it than we are to fall through it. I like that. I think this is, I think she's about ready to just flip scripts, what it looks like. It has a chance to. She could also come through if the market falls out, but you know, we got to say that. But I personally would read this as being a positive. I think it could do it, and you would have an A B equals CD opportunity there to have a target in this area. 0.00002573, just kind of a little lower than what we had here before getting maybe another leg down, and then maybe another move up.
Boss ass bitch.
That in itself, if that were to play out, would be a nice 60% possible gains. That's cool. Nothing wrong with gains. We like gains. We like seeing number go up on this channel. If we look at our channel idea and try to get our angles right, I don't think I got it just perfect, but close enough. That comes into right in that same area. More confidence on that idea. If you want to pull your Fibonacci from the swing high to the swing low, tell me where we're going to go. You got an 886 Fibonacci right here. So we got three different methods telling us, gosh darn it, that looks like a freaking nailed it target. I'm going with that one for a great take profit. And then you got the idea, well, what if we break out from there? Yeah, that's where it gets all real. That's where it gets freaky. If we get a situation like that, well, that takes us up past our 618. You're not on log scale, are you? I don't like this thing's being on log scale. You don't take measure moves on log scale, in case you didn't know that. If you did pattern trading and you did it on log scale, that's probably why it didn't work for you. Just throwing that out there, yeah. No, we're good, okay. Because when you're on log scale and you do all this stuff, man, everything gets skewed. And we could be going up to 0.000. I mean, that's 4 zeros and 3833. It could be a scenario we're looking at. Possibility. Gotta see what it does here first. That's what the daily time frame is telling me. What do you say on the 2 hour or something like that? Hadn't convinced me that you found this as a bottom, so there we go. Let's give her some time and see if she can recover. I think she can. 200 above that. Got some stuff to work out through here. It won't be just a, oh my God, go to the moon. She'll have to fight her way back up through here, but I kind of like what I see. I think I'm going to post this one in the community. Can we get a trade setup thingy? What does that look like exactly, sir? Stop loss. I like my nice stop losses. I would go 10%, maybe. But personally, for me, you start breaking this 800 moving average. It can and recover, but for this trade setup, personally, under there is where I would go. Somewhere a little closer. Just saying. It's just how I would do it. Doesn't have to be. This is very personal. People don't do this stuff themselves. You have to figure it out yourself. But a 10% stop loss still gives you 6 to 1 risk to reward ratio to get up there at that target. I'm cool with it. It's a Bitcoin pair play, not the US Tether, the dollar play. Copy that link. We'll take it here and we're going to zoom out over here. Oops. We're going to the trade setup area. Oh, look. I got one posted over there. Love it. And we're going to type in FET. BTC pair. Swing trade. Howdier. 27 people hanging. Let's take the RO. 27 people hanging out. Glad to have you here. Looks like we lost a few, but that's all right. Jay Bracetta, 83. Hey, thanks for being here, man. What do you think about Simple Swap? I've been using for a couple of years. Nobody ever talks about it. If you're talking about one like a brand name like Simple Swap, then I don't know anything about it. But if you're just talking about using swaps to buy and sell and get out, yeah, you can do that for your coins. If you're talking about if that's how you're trading, doing swaps instead of limit orders and centralized exchanges and things like that. Yeah, you can totally do that. Some of them, like Jupiter on Solana and Osmosis on Cosmos. No, they're on their and technically they're on their own chain. Some of those they'll actually let you do limit orders, so you can do limit orders on those. A lot of those swaps and exchanges are getting a lot better and more with the charts and things like this that you can do more advanced things. But yeah, I got no problem with it. You just got a little bit less control, and then sometimes you got the slippage to consider. So you may not book as much profit as you would, could otherwise, but then, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I do that a lot on the memes with Solana. I do it on some wallets. Mostly memes. I use the swaps just to get in and get out of those. I think I'm answering your question on that. Scario says, I don't know what Shiro you looked at, but it made me double check the one I meant has a $363 million market cap. Shiro. I got the one on Mexi, Shiro Neko. They're all Shiro Neko, right? It's Gate.io. Here's one. This one looks a little different. Let's go over here. Let's look at Shiro. It all seems to be Shiro Neko, other than this one, XYZ. Okay, $363 million market cap. That should be it then, yeah. 00636. It's this one, okay. Don't have as much history on this chart, and I can't remember what we had on the other one. But if we are looking at that looks nice. That looks like a 618 retracement right there. We can go short term. That was from this to that, up to there, and then low to high. This is the retracement. Actually, it's a 0.5. That's interesting. Interessante. If this level holds that it's at, that would be a nice little move. And what we can do actually is take this measure move. We do not put it at a breakout. This is not a breakout of the flag pattern that we're playing. It's similar. That's why some people can pull something similar like this off every once in a while. We'll put it right back down to the Fibonacci that it touched right there. And I was going to suggest that we come up here to this area. About twice where we are. How many zeros are there? 6 zeros there, and then 63.92. We're at 36.18 right now. And we go high to low. Tell me where price is going to go, and that is the 0.2. I'm going to dial her into the 0.2. That's the one I'm looking for, is the 0.2 with a 0.5 retracement. I'm looking for that one. Boom! And 63.45 after I nailed it, or 63.29 technically, but just in that zone, that area. Oh crap! Hello? Dominoes? We left the light on for you. Yeah, it looks like if it holds there, and I hope that it does, because it goes with this angle over here, so cool. We got that idea. It's a little too early to tell, even on the 4 hour. Come down to the 1 hour. Oh, 1 hour looks like we're getting some green candles there saying, she's catching, she's biting for it. She's biting it. She might do it. Oh, didn't even touch it on here. That's even better. Get them loud. Let's do it. She might be doing it. Look at it as a flag if you want to, but I do have that other target. And also look for a breakout if you feel better buying breakouts. I've noticed, I'm not trying to judge anybody or anything like that, but for, you know, there are a couple of other YouTubers that there's specifically one other YouTuber out there with all the 15 years of experience in this and that, very braggadocious in this and that, and how well that they teach things and everything. And I don't claim to be the greatest teacher because clearly I go too crazy, but sometimes I just get silly. Don't make sense. I try to clarify, but you know, I don't hear them talking about the proper ways to enter or exit. It's just kind of like, I got in, and here on 1 minute charts and things like that. I just got in. Don't ever talk about buying a breakout or how that's properly done, or how to, you know, the options. And that is very personal. Nobody's going to be the same, but however you figure it out. Me, I like buying near trend, the bottom of trend lines, especially like one that we got here. We're close to it. That's because you got a lower risk to reward ratio when you're doing it, right? So I got greater control over this trade because I know if it invalidates this pattern, we can take our losses real soon and not have to write it down or get caught in some negative trade. I like tight stop losses, and I can get one in something like that. Now this one's got a secondary pattern right here for a more local pattern, the falling wedge. Even better. Now I've got two areas of trend lines. I can do a tight stop loss like 2% and be totally cool. Should not really get stopped out, or maybe you want a little bit more leeway, but so I'm cool with nothing more than 5%. And I could use leverage on that or just spot or whatever, but that gives me a good tight risk reward ratio. And gives me an excellent risk reward ratio. I mean, some people are saying I won't do it unless it's a 3-to-1, but you know, if I get a nice setup with where it's less likely for this to fail than not, I can get those really, really good risk reward ratios, man. I mean, even coming right back up to where we were at the top, just to retest this area, gives a 6.7 to 1 risk reward ratio. 30% gains for that. Not bad, not bad. I would say something not at, but that's not considering our main target up here, which is this guy. And that gives us a 17 to 1 risk reward ratio with 81% gains, because we go hard, baby, and we nail it. They don't always. Disclaimer, not the ego or anything like that. They don't always do. But that's the target. That's the play that I would be trying to make. I wouldn't chase it. Oh my God! First red candle, let's bail. Oh, gosh darn it. And then go through a whole nother trade. Well, no, it's plan the trade, then trade the plan. And that would be my big plan. Well, coming up just to retest that area right there for 30% gains. Nothing through. Strega and Sam, Strega, baby, aye. Warthog Thunder, Boats, this is Dex. Boat pick, I only have one meme coin and it's doing cheeks. It's called Fwog on So. Hey, actually Fwog was on my list of ones to look at. It's doing cheeks. Ooh, she's lost some. She was hanging around here in this area and I was looking at that as being possibly a decent place to look at it. Fog is coming down. So we had these areas marked out and she's went past them. I didn't get really clear with this chart, so what the hell is this? Zoom out and take a look at Fog. I've got a little Fog. So she had her parabolic run, and the lessons that is a hard lesson to learn sometimes. That when you get that parabolic run, and especially if they get a spike blow off top, this may count. What does it look like on regular candles? Yeah, I would look for more spike if I were looking for that definition. But spike or no spike, once they finish the rounding us up to the upside, it is down and sideways, and then you have to let them reaccumulate, and this can take a while. So Fog may be doing this. I mean, we may spend a couple of weeks rounding out, trying to find some bottom here for Fog. If I take it from the very bottom to the very top, we just lost our 786 or 618, and then that spells that, well, the next place that we can more than likely come back down to is around 17-18 cents for Fog. Sounds crazy. A lot of meme coins have been selling off. Let me check a few other fib areas. And you might be able to, it might go with this one too. We got a little zone we can look at now between our variation of 786s. And that one's about 20 cents. And that's from this low to the very top there. And that's kind of where the whole run starts. So that one might hold some weight too. It seems like it respected the 618 with this wick down to it before it lost it. That might be worth looking at there for about 20 cent Fog. I like Fog, but she had a sell-off here, but I don't see a whole lot of volume, like a big dumpy dump or anything. It just played out, I guess. People just taking profits. 76 cents is what it went to. Amazing. Gario says, thank you, appreciate you. I appreciate you for hanging out with me. OG1 says, KDA. Kadena. People used to laugh at it. I still kept it and played that little sucker anyway. And then build up a bigger bag when she was down here. So Kadena, she just trying to catch her new bottom, which she probably got over here at 117 and may double tap it or that area before going up to these other areas, other targets we got. I'm still going to hold with these targets that I've got from this pool. Let me see if I can zoom out over here. This is not, that's not purty. She's got some roundiness here that we can see on the daily. Let's go to the 4 hour. Oh, let me pull a fib here first. Let me get some of these guys. Let me get some of these. That one might be able to stay. It didn't have a breakout. Let's do that over. Keeping these guys over here. So here on the daily, we got the 9 crossing the 21. So that's going to be fun. The lowest low that we have is 117, or the previous low that we had. Let's pull our Fibonacci swing low to swing high, and that's coming in just below our 0.5. Trend lines and the Fibonacci both suggest that maybe we might be coming back down to retest that 105 area. Maybe dip a little bit lower to the bottom of the trend line here. Could go as low as 102, 103, somewhere through there. that's kind of what I see playing now. We're kind of doing that. We're not quite ready to do any kind of a breakout just yet. See some more downside, but not major downside, just a correction. So we're looking at the possibility maybe it could hold here at 122. Maybe it could, and then we get a breakout. Look, she would be doing an inverted head and shoulders to the upside. Look, a dingle pattern. I don't see the connection on it. I look for necklines on that, and it would be a slanted neckline if I was looking. I don't see it. But still, higher highs and higher lows and higher highs would be what that. Oh, look, it's an Adam and Eve to the upside. Maybe. That I got to say, this is one thing that I do admire about the group that I was in, is that it has been a while back, but the mentor in there did really stress to use the terms possible and probability, and not to declare a pattern as, look, because even the same people that were in that same trading group that are even more popular on YouTube now are you know, why, we've got an Adam and Eve to the upside. And I mean, it's like, it's not confirmed. It's just a possibility. It could possibly be. It could also possibly be a couple of other things too. It could also possibly be a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. Possible, but it's not, you know, you gotta wait for things to confirm. If they don't confirm, then well, I guess it's just not meant to be. So I like to get those ideas out there. I don't think those are out there, and that's one thing that I really appreciated that I did learn, is to look at that. Helped me to get my mindset straight on, remember, these are possibilities and probabilities. There's no guarantees that any of this stuff will play out, but if it does have some certain well-known, well-documented characteristics, or some rules, some guidelines, that's why they're important, you can identify the ones that might have a better chance of playing out, rather than just quickly coming out, well, flag to the upside, cup and handles, you know, there's some confirmations that need to be kind of looked at, getting past certain areas. And I think I think even from watching some of these people trade, it's like they just jump in whenever. So I'm going to jump in now. I'm like, okay, sensei teacher who does everything so professionally, that was kind of amateur. I mean, it's okay, but just, you know, for someone that's claiming to be, but you got to know the rules to break the rules. You got some things like that. Whatever it takes to get that $99 a month or that $1,000 a year from you is what you're going to hear on some of those. It's just true. I just feel for the people who get caught up in too much of that and some of these little basic strategies, when they can learn there's some better ways. There's some more accurate things out there. Hopefully you can pick up on some of them here, and I'm sure there are other channels that I know there's other channels that have some other good things to share. I can't handle a professional doing sloppy TA. I'm sorry. I just draw the line there. A professional, a self-proclaimed professional doing sloppy TA, and there's some things that. How we doing? It's time. This is our cue to go. 29 people. I've been on here for what, an hour and 20 minutes? Yeah. Let's keep it positive. Let's keep it real. We're all happy. We're making that money. Altcoins are taking a little bit of a hit, but Bitcoin seems to be doing fairly decent, hanging around $106,000. Can't really complain about that. I like to come back on the smaller time frames, see what she's doing, because this is normally where I watch it. I make my plans on the bigger time frames, but then when I'm just sitting here watching it during the day, it makes it easier if I want to get into a quick day trade or something over here. We're doing a very fun pattern on the local, if you want to look at that. I know it sounds crazy right now, right? Sounds crazy right now. Until that 1 day or 1 minute, since we're on such a smaller time frame. There is a local pattern. We're zooming in on the very tip top of this. We're measuring the tip, and we're forgetting what the rest of the snake looks like down there, and it could come around and you might have the wrong end. You never know. It's always good to zoom out, but if we're just going to be zoomed in, I mean, we're saying, man, we could do 110, 111 and still expect this trend line right here. Just throwing those ideas out there just in case it decides to do something stupid like that. we'll come back and say, look, now that for the algorithm, of course, give a turkey a break. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. It's been fun, real fun. Have we had real fun? That's roundy. That's roundy. I like that. Even on these small time frames. Well, that's roundy. I like the roundies. And they're respecting that trend line. Go do it, baby. Pop up to the upside, Bitcoin. You look like you might want to. Tomorrow might be a nice little trading day for us. Guys, thanks for hanging out. See you again tomorrow. Sean, take us to the end screen. He ran off like the dog catcher's coming.
Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They said, Saint Nick, but you got a bit in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, in my bag, yeah. They said, Saint Nick, but you got a bit in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, in my bag, yeah.
I'll put that on for, I didn't see that in time. I'll put that on the, for tomorrow.
Snow is falling.
Link and Plucky.
Check my list twice.
I have both.
Most of y'all done. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing.
I think she's trying to work her way up there.
They say, Saint Nick, but you got a bit in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, in my bag, yeah. They said, Saint Nick, but you got a bit in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, in my bag, yeah. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, and Vixen. Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen. No, I can't forget about the one with the red nose. When I fly high, my sleigh still stay 10 toes. Bring the beat. Bring the cheese, put the lights up, 'tis the season. Need no Grinch types, no Ebenezer. Don't believe this, y'all need Jesus. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They said, Saint Nick, but you got a bit in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, in my bag, yeah. They said, Saint Nick, but you got a bit in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, in my bag, yeah. They said, Saint Nick, but you got a bit in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, in my bag, yeah. They said, Saint Nick, but you got a bit in that bag. I got racks in my sack, in my bag. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, John boy.